So our follow-up campaign to circumcision I did not consent was we were moving into the foreskin positive messaging. And so we came up with Foreskin a Girl Can Hope. And on our giant billboard truck, we had a rather risque display of a young man sprawled out on the couch in his underwear and a woman kind of coming on to him somewhat aggressively, and she's hoping that he has foreskin. Who knows what's going to go down here? And we felt that, this is New York City. So if Calvin Klein can have giant billboards of men in their underwear looking very suggestive, then we can talk about foreskin. And might not play in other parts of the country, but New York City it works. And so we had this new campaign, and it was all about the positive attributes of foreskin and why it's so much better to keep it than cut it off. And we always talk about the four powers of foreskin: pleasure, protection, lubrication, and connection. And we were the fun crowd over here. If you want to talk doom and gloom, you want to talk about God's wrath, if you want to talk about disease and problems, go down the block to, have a therapy session down there. We're about fun. We're the party. We're the foreskin guys. And we had always positive interactions with the crowd, never an argument. And what I had mentioned is that there was a mom who came up to us, and she said, I never realized I actually made the right decision. Her son was 33 years old, and she thought she did the wrong thing by leaving him intact. And she says, now you tell me foreskin is good to have. And I'm like, yes, it is. She said, well, it was like a weight was lifted off of her because she thought she made the wrong decision. But when you come out with positive foreskin messaging, then all of a sudden people get on board with it. We had many parents come by pushing strollers, giving us thumbs up, like their son is intact. We also had one kind of downer interaction. We had a mom come by with her two boys, and she had circumcised them. And she didn't know, she told us she didn't know what she was doing. She made a bad decision, and she apologized to her sons right there on the spot while they were looking at the baby exhibit. She said, I'm sorry, will you forgive me? I didn't know what I was doing. I shouldn't have done this to you. So she's a regret mom, as we call them.